Some great actors in Roots, too, and one that we talk about, Moses Gunn, who we've talked about on this show, and, I mean, Richard Roundtree and Scatman. And
absolutely.
And Chuck Connors and Vic Morrow, and everybody's in that. And
everybody.
Thomas Russellala.
Right.
Another guy we love.
Right. Names you don't hear anymore.
Don't hear them. Guys who turn up in 70s movies that just, we love Moses Gunn. Is Moses Gunn from the Hot Rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Moses had an enviable career. He had some important roles, and he was a fine actor.
Lots of good people in that.
Yeah, he was like, and I think he was an African in Hot Rock.
I think so.
Yeah.
And Thomas Russellala turns up in a great, one of the Dirty Harry movies. I want to say it's the third one, The Enforcer. And he's just, I love those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the old character
Calvin
actors.
Lockhart, too, who turns
Calvin
up and coming
Wow.
to America with you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We worked together.
What was that series he had? He was a teacher.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
I know. We'll look that one up, too.
Yeah.
I just love those actors, and I love to see them in 70s films.
Yeah.
Richard Roundtree, another one.
It's funny when you look at, like, 70s movie. Well, like, when I look at Bullet was on recently, and you you're in the police station and going, oh, him.
Right.
You knew every actor.
Right.
Norman Fell was there.
Robert Vaughn.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah. And Don Gordon, maybe?
Yes.
In Bullet?
Yeah, Don Gordon.
Yeah. Love seeing those guys.
Absolutely.
Love Yaphet Kotto in Across 110th Street.
Right.
With Anthony Quinn. Yeah. I mean, they don't make them like that anymore.
Raymond St. Jacques.
Okay.
Raymond St. Jacques, another one, yeah.
Now, here's something I have to find out.
Go ahead.
I don't think he was born this way, but another favorite topic. Was Yaphet Kotto, in fact, Jewish?
Well, that'd be a scoop.
You know?
I don't know.
I believe he was. I believe he declared Judaism as his faith at one point. I'm fairly confident. I could be wrong, but I think he did.
That's good stuff.
That's good enough for me.
We should explain, John. He's obsessed with other performers who are Jewish.
Okay.
Let's talk about Coming to America.
Yeah.
And how it came to be.
Oh, I tell you.
You're so funny in that.
I got the call from John Landis. He says, look, I'm making a movie. I want to talk to you about it. Come over to Paramount. So I go over to Paramount. And
I think
Dara's holding
Dara
up a
looked
website,
up.
excuse us, John, that says Jew or not a Jew, and they have Yaphet Kotto. Thumbs up on Yaphet Kotto? Jewish.
Yeah, Jew.
we were right on that.
Okay. Good call. Good call.
So at any rate,
Sorry.
So I go over to Paramount, and I meet John Landis and a couple of the other execs involved in the film, and John begins to tell me the story, and I'm laughing just as he describes the different scenes. And he says, I've got an elderly couple. They come over to the house, and they're sitting there, and they leave a big grease stain, Jerry curl stain on the couch, and they get up. So I fall on the floor laughing. I just think that's one of the funniest things. I said, you're going to do that? He said, oh, yeah, we're going to do that. And I didn't get to read any of the script at all. He just would describe the scenes to me, and I said, I'm in, man. So he said, okay, terrific. And as it turned out, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I knew the movie was going to be a hit. I was working on the film, well over a month, and I'm standing outside in between takes on a break, let's say a lunch break, and this character comes up to me. He says, hey, you working on the movies? So I said, yeah. He said, what do you do? I said, I'm working in this movie called Coming to America. He said, what's your name? I said, John Amos. He said, I never heard of you. He said, you any good? I said, well, I'd like to think so. Now the guy's starting to get on my nerves now. You know, what movies have you been in? So I named a couple. Mary Tyler, and I don't watch television. And the more I tell this guy, the more he busts my chops. Finally, I look at this guy and say, hey, look, you know, I only got a little time for lunch. You're getting on my nerves. How about leaving me alone? Okay? And he says, It's Eddie. He's in costume. He got me. He really got me so pissed off. I was getting ready to punch him out.
Was he in prosthetic makeup?
Yeah,
you had
prosthetic.
no idea?
A different. No, he was. I think he was chocolate brown or one of those characters.
Sure.
Well, that was a joy though. You never knew what you were going to spend the day doing, but it's probably going to be laughing.
And how was it to work with James Earl Jones?
It was intimidating, that voice,
Sure.
The first time I heard him really speak, we were in the rehearsal hall, and we were just doing a read through of the script, and there was a question as to whether or not one of the lines that I had was going to be appropriate, and I think the line was something to the effect of something, whatever it was, it wasn't working too well. So I changed the line, and James says, "Yes, the other line was rather obtuse."
That's great.
I said, "What?" And Eddie said, all Eddie said was, "Obtuse." I mean, that's the way it went, man. So who could call it work under those conditions, It was a joy. It was absolute joy.
Yeah, I've heard you say that about certain projects, certain dream projects, that when you know you're right for the part.
Oh, yeah.
And the part is right for the part loves you back.
That's it. And the part loves you back.
There's nothing better.
You can't do any wrong. You can't do any wrong. They could tell you, guess what? We're going to pay you in yen. Okay. I don't care. I'm having too much fun to argue.
Do people still come up to you and ask you to do certain dialogue from Coming to America?
They will do the line. Then look at me like, how was that? Like, the boy's got his own money. Huh? How was that?
Because in that movie, you work right across the street from McDonald's.
Right.
And you've got a hamburger place called McDonald's.
Right.
That also has a golden arch.
Oh, his is the golden arcs.
What are you trying to imply?
Right.
The business of America is business.
And you worked with those writers on SNL, did you not? Sheffield and Blaustein?
Yes.
Yeah.
Equally as funny, in real life, I worked for McDonald's, the McDonald's Corporation, when I was up in Canada. After I got cut from my last Canadian football team, I needed a job. My daughter was an infant at the time, so I applied for and got a job as a McDonald's franchise trainee. And I'm working at McDonald's during the day, and we weren't doing any business because they were just introducing the chain to all of Canada. So I had like 20 crewmen with nothing to do. So I started getting them songs and dances, rehearsing like that.
Oh, that's right. You wrote song parodies about McDonald's.
And people would come up there and say, "What is this place?" I'd say, "This is McDonald's. We sell hamburgers." "You'll never sell anything. What do you got all these people dancing and singing around?"
You say, do I have this right? You took like music from West Side Story?
Right.
And you...
A bun like that could cause a trouble. A bun like that could ruin a double. Stick to your own bun specifications. Yeah, I was damaged goods in those days.
Yeah.
and you also, and we have something here that you've also talked about.
This is scary.
What's this?
Yes.
Frankie, speaking of McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Grab a bucket and mop. Scrub the bottom and top. There is
Nothing so clean as my burger machine.
With a broom and a brush. Clean it up for the rush. Before you open the door. Or to shine on the floor. When we finish one dance. Start all over again. Tell me, what does it mean?
John is singing.
McDonald's is clean.
You deserve a break today. So get up and get away to McDonald's, McDonald's. Okay?
Fantastic. You still remember it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Here's the killer. I walk into Tom Hanks' dressing room. I go to see him in Broadway. I walk into his dressing room, and he breaks into that song of all the things in the world.
What was that, 1971, I think?
What, when we did the commercial?
Yeah, 70, 71.
Oh, it might have been earlier than that. It could have been 70, 71.
And talk about being an athlete. You're like leaping over the counters.
Oh, yeah.
And some familiar faces in there with you. Anson Williams.
Right, Anson Williams.
Robert Ridgely.
Okay.
Do you remember that actor?
Absolutely.
And Johnny Hamer, I think is his name. The guy that played Zale on MASH. If I have the actor's name right. I think he's the guy in Annie Hall that does the bad comedian.
Yes.
Yeah. Fascinating to see those faces.
I tell you, little history there.
That was great. And you remember every word of it.
Yeah.
Gil, what else you have for this man?
After that.
Retirement, right?
I don't think anything could top that.